Well, you may want to be inside this weekend with the scorching hot temperatures, but a lot of us will be outside enjoying the summer weather, but that can put us and our pets at risk from ticks. We're joined once again this morning with our pet vet, Dr. Jennifer Crow from Noah's Animal Hospital, to tell us about the threat and how to deal with it. Good morning.
Good morning. So ticks are one of those summertime and even fall parasites, and anymore we can see them all year long, but they can transmit disease and things like Lyme disease, Ehrlichia, anaplasmosis, and that's something that we can see in people and in our pets, dogs especially.
Wow, I mean, ticks I think would be very difficult to find on your own body, much less trying to feel through the fur. How do you find them?
That really is the case. Some owners in petting will feel a little lump or bump and part the hair and find a tick, but those are not the ticks that are going to be transmitting the disease. Ticks have to take a full blood meal in order to transmit disease, and that means being attached for 24 to 48 hours. So if you find a tick and you pull it off, that's not the one that's going to transmit the disease. But if you see one tick, there are more. And if you see deer in your neighborhood, you have ticks.
Wow.
So they're out there, and because we live in areas that we now have these population of animals, it is something that we can see all year long.
Now I have a girlfriend who was just telling me that they think her dog has Lyme disease. So what is that process and how do you find out more?
So we have specific tests that we can test to see if there's been exposure. So if there's been no exposure, then there's no disease. If we find that there is exposure, then there are other tests that we can do to see if we can actually find the disease process in a pet. And then there are other just screenings, so we can find out if there has been a change in the red blood cells, white blood cells, or even proteins in the urine.
But it is a process. It takes some time to figure that out.
It does, because it causes a non-specific disease. Sometimes it's joint pain, sometimes it's anemia.
Oh, so you don't always know what it is.
That's right. So it's a lot easier to protect than it is to go through the process of trying to find it and determine if we need any treatment.
Well, so then if it is, say, it's Lyme disease, then what's the treatment for that?
Because these diseases are infectious diseases, they can take an antibiotic or a medication, and depending on the type of disease, the type of medication, and the length of it. So we don't just blast them with an antibiotic, we have to figure out which one is going to work. But there's a lot of preventatives, and there are preventatives now that last for up to 3 months, and so you can give them a pill, you can put a spot on. There's a whole lot of ways that you can keep ticks from biting your pets. They're going to get on them. The repellents will repel them once they get on the pet, or they're going to prevent them from being able to stay attached when they take a blood meal. So make sure that you're not only using your heartworm prevention this summer, but get something for fleas and ticks too.
Preventative, that's definitely the key.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Dr. Jennifer Crow from Noah's Animal Hospital for being with us today.